Welcome to the 360-Degree Impact Podcast with me, Michele Kline, where human leadership creates meaningful results. Here, we change the way you think and empower you to lead with connection. Each day, I'll share bold insights, practical tools, and real stories to help you stretch beyond excuses and create lasting impact in your work, your relationships, and your life. Let's dive in. So I want to share with you a moment recently that as a coach punched me in the gut in a really great way. I have been working for a couple of months with a teenager, high-achieving teenager. I mean, great grades, amazing from an academic standpoint. Starter in her club team, amazing from a skill perspective related to her sport. Dual sport, actually, because she's part of a specific team in her school. And this situation punched me in the gut in a good way, and I'll tell you why. It starts with a sad story, obviously, right? Struggling with the way her coach is relaying specific information, how the coach is playing with their heads, which absolutely pisses me off because the coach is there to actually inspire them to action and not inspire them through fear. No one gets inspired through fear. That's like a prehistoric concept. It's ridiculous. So that's the sad part. So the result from all of this is she starts detaching. She starts disassociating from the team. She starts disconnecting from what she loves. She loves the sport. So I stopped one day and I said, listen, why do you do this? Do you even remember why you're part of this? Because it makes me happy, she said. It took her a minute to actually go there and realize what the answer was. But it was so simple. She said, it makes me happy. And I said, talk to me about that happiness. What does that happiness feel like? How does it show up? And she went there. And in that moment of like sparking that flame in her again, in like helping her burn that fire again, she started standing taller. She started speaking up with her coach. She started showing up differently with her teammates. She started enjoying going to practice even more. The beautiful thing about this was she shaved off a very heavy weight that she was carrying on her shoulders. And what that also did, it motivated her to create this map for her next weeks, months, that is going to allow her to take the appropriate steps to get her to where she needs to be. Now, why do I say this punch me in the gut? It punched me in the gut because on the one hand, it's upsetting to see how a teenager who doesn't have the emotional intelligence that an adult has is being pushed to move to action through fear. And then it punched me in the gut because the answer to returning to her roots was as simple as recognizing that it made her happy. It was happiness. And how many times do you forget that something makes you happy? And if you're not there, your question for today is, what makes you happy? Thank you for listening to the 360-Degree Impact Podcast. If today's episode helped you shift your thinking or inspired new action, share it with someone who needs it. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review. It helps us reach more leaders ready to make their own impact. Until next time, remember, change the way you think and lead with connection.